Okay. Oh, I got in the new kit for the intercooler. Fortunately, it's not a bar intercooler, it's a standard intercooler, but I mean, for the price and the time, I'm not going to complain about it. We can always get a replacement one if it doesn't do good enough. Anyway, it is methanol injected. It's got an injection deal on here, right here. You see it? So we'll transfer that over. It's just a screw in, it's not weld in bung, so we'll transfer that over if this all works out. But I have taken the turbo back off, started trimming these guys down. So you see the old nipples. And that should give me about a 1/4 inch of space there. And yeah, I started trimming them down. Got, I think, what, 3 more to do. I don't know where I put them. Oh, they're up here. And then we'll put it all back together and tighten everything down and start moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and put I always get it wrong. I keep calling it a blow-off valve. This guy on before I mount the exhaust manifold, just because I think it'd be easier. Wastegate, sorry. Brain's not quite awake this morning yet. Anyway, yeah, so we're just, that's kind of what we're doing. Use these tubes, those are 2.5 inch, and it should be 2.5 inch out of the turbo. We're gonna come around and down, 2.5 inch on this guy, 2.5 inch out, and 3 inch in, so it'll slow down a little bit here, but I think we'll be okay. I think it's fine. Anyway, we've got all the other stuff done, so it's just putting it back together correctly and thoroughly now that we've got we've mocked it up. I don't have my lift anymore, so I'm not going to be able to make the exhaust. It's just kind of tight under there, and I don't want to lay on my back and try and TIG weld. I'm not that good anyway. Well, this is the fellow who was working on it before. He's got this mocked in, so I'll just take the parts and to the spot. I have an appointment scheduled, so they'll do that, and we'll go ahead and have them make it a recirculated wastegate. That looks like that was the original plan. Pieces are here, so no reason not to. Since a professional is going to be doing it, I'm not much of a professional, but yeah, I'll recirc the wastegate, and that should be done this week. So maybe next weekend we can get her started up and, you know, make sure everything's bulletproof, put back together correctly. Maybe take it for a test drive, because the 19th is when we have the cruise, so there's that. So today we've got not today, but we have a exhaust appointment scheduled this week. I want to get this at least started. I want to try and get it started today. Maybe do a little bit of mounting stuff and tightening up so we can, it looks like kind of a car to get up to the shop. It's a friend's shop, so he'll take good care of it. Anyway, so today we're gonna, I started putting bolts in. I'm like, I forgot I need to do a video, but I'm just putting some, these are kind of stretched out. I think it got bonked in the front, so some of these holes are widened out. So this guy just holds the bottom of this in. Now we're gonna mount the, probably with some string and some bolts, mount the core. See if I can get some of the pipes routed. I need to wire this guy and see if we can get it started today. So I'll check my fluids, just start it up, just make sure, because then we can drive it on the trailer. I think it'd be the right thing to do. Let them have a car that's at least running. I know it doesn't have the oxygen sensor in it, so it might freak out the computer for a minute, but they'll have to put that in. It's got a good fail-safe oxygen sensor gauge in it. Oh, it's locked, dang it. So when they get that in, that'll work, and I think the factory oxygen sensors have to be put in too for the chip to work properly. I think I'll have them put in the bung. There's a fail-safe there. I'll have them put in the bung, and then plug in, because I know the oxygen sensors are still down there. I remember from long before. And then if I have to take them off, I'll take them off. It is what it is. Easier to take off than put on later. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. I'll put up a doodle for high speed, whatever, while I'm just poking around, and then if I get to starting it, I'll make sure the camera's on so you guys can see the start. It's not like it's a first start or anything. We didn't rebuild the motor, we just changed turbos, so it's not that dramatic, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we added oil, added power steering fluid. I unplugged the coil and brought the oil pressure up. I don't see any leaks, and I think we got oil to the turbo. I don't have any water in the system, but I got the fans unplugged. I got this guy done. The oil drain is connected, and I think my battery might be low charging it, so yeah, it might be it might need a little love. We'll see. Anyway, I'll set up the camera and see if the boss lady will come out and help me look for leaks and stuff. I might put water in it. I think I'm gonna put water in it. That way if it starts, I can run it for a couple minutes. Alright, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I did prime the engine. It's got oil, it's got water, power steering fluid's filled up, no leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and first start it. We'll see what happens. It makes a weird sound when I turn the key on. I think it's the water pump, electric water pump. That's enough.
Sounds a little rough.
Well, I mean, well, yeah, it doesn't have any of the turbo stuff, so it's tuned for turbo. And it's got vacuum leaks, you know, but, well, turbo's a spool and I heard it going. Yeah, all right. That might be enough to get us on the trailer. Sweet. Sweet. What are you doing? I know, look at that. Woo. A little bit of oil and packing fluid and stuff in the turbos. Yeah, let's see if we got any doodles underneath. No, it only ran for a minute. So, yep. Pretty good. I don't see anything going on. No leaks on the turbo, water or. Water get dirty. Yeah, some water in there still. Nice. All right. Well, there it is. We'll do a couple more button-up things and then get it over to Paulsons for exhaust. it likes that a lot better. Oh, I realized that the MAF wasn't working since it was an open throttle body, so yeah, I just tied it together just to see if I get it to idle right. So I'm feeling better about the tune and the injectors and the carb. I mean, I'm the carb, the turbo being the right size. Still no leaks, nice and tight. She's sweet. So button up a bunch of stuff. I'll leave it like this so I can get it up on the trailer. No problemo. And then have them do the oopsies. Have them do the exhaust, and then we'll start plumbing some piping for the intercooler properly. This is, oh, I didn't show you guys this. I went to tighten these up, and they're just in nut certs in fiberglass, and they were already compromised, so I JB welded them. I did the front. I did both sides because one of them broke, and then the other, I was like, you know what, this is gonna break again. And I also did, I don't know if you can see that or not. Got it down there and there inside too on the back sides. I don't know. Kind of see it. Anyway, that's got to dry overnight before I can put that on. I can assemble this thing, the front end, and then mount the intercooler properly, and then do proper piping. I'm not going to use junctions. I'm going to TIG it together as best I can. But yeah, so she's running and ready to go to Paulsons. We'll do exhaust. We'll do it recirculated with the stuff. I'll give them all these things and these things and see if we can make it good. And then I still have the ability to use the old piping if I need to, because I got some adapters, but I have a week, well, yeah, a week after it gets back from Paulsons to tidy up the intercooler and other little things that we run into. So I still have to do a catch can. I might just use the old the old tube that just basically goes out the back of the wheel. But yeah, so there we go. Happy days. Off to Paulsons you go tomorrow. All right, got her all off the stands. Hood's not latched because the temporary tubing. I'll take that off once it gets loaded. But we're gonna load her on the trailer, take her to the exhaust shop, and see if we can't get some exhaust tidied up on it. Anyway, I'll set you up here and let you watch this calamity if you'd like. Well, you missed me climbing out the window because it's low enough for the doors hit the fenders, or would if I'd let them. Maybe. That might be just about right. We'll see how it rides. Get strapped down. Alrighty. Got her back from the Paulsons Auto Repair over there in Tacoma. Hit them up if you need something done quick and nice. Got the exhaust welded up. I don't know if you can see it down there, but there's a oxygen sensor bung installed. All tidies up. I'm gonna have to move some way, get that shifter cable linkage away from there, but that's my problem, not theirs. So let's crawl underneath. I haven't done this, so I'll crawl underneath to see what's going on here. See if it looks decent under here. It's really tight. So upside down. How about that? Is that better? Yep. Then you got the thing in. Welds aren't the most beautiful, but they're exhaust shop. They're not a custom shop, but I got it recirculated. He does custom work on other stuff, but this is a really tight thing. It's hard to do. and I'm glad that they were able to do it, to be honest with you. So I'm not complaining about anything they did. And it was a really good price. Got it V-vanned in, so oh, look at that. See, that is right up against, and nothing you can do about that though. It's a factory doodle. Maybe it should have been down a little bit, but you don't want them down. So, yep, that's all we can do. Yeah, I don't know if that's looking good, but that's my oxygen sensor for the let's see. No, it's not. That's the oxygen sensor for that. I'll have to do some looking, make sure everything's good. Might have plugged the wrong oxygen sensors in the wrong places. We'll see. Anyway, we'll check and see what's going on here and go from there. Well, heck, just got her back from exhaust shop, Paulsons Automotive, Tacoma, Washington. Stop in there if you need something, because he does custom stuff and then regular stuff too, but he's a super fast, good guy. So anyway, got this exhaust in, oxygen sensors in down yonder. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's right at the edge, about a nice horizontal. It's all sealed up. So now we're going to start working on the intercooler placement. So I got it set in there with a jack. I mocked the front bumper cover up to make sure it clears. It had one there already, so it does. You can see where they had clearanced some stuff here and here before. You can see that or not. Anyway, we're going to put it about right there. I think I'm going to come off of this guy down at an angle and then on the back side. So on the back and then tip out. That's what we're thinking about doing here. We'll see if that works. I got my bolts set up. These are just for the sizing. The bottom's the same as the top and all that. So anyway, just gonna make a couple brackets to see where it lines out, and then start really looking at the intercooler piping, see how that works out. So, oh, here, I'll start it up for you real quick. Hopefully. It's a lot quieter. And oxygen sensor might be starting to kick in now. Rough on the coldness, but I didn't like something, but there we go. That's what we get. It'll I took the temporary piping off. Sorry, my bad. I took the temporary piping off, so it was running rich. Anyhow, we'll it starts and runs, and it's quieter now, so. All right, we're gonna get to work on this intercooler placement, mounting, and then start the piping. That's pretty good. Good little tool. Clean up the end a little bit. Scrapes on the edge. Yeah. Hey guys. Well, Miss Julia came by and we started it up. Figured out that after I killed the battery, when I put the jump box on, I must have done something to freak out the chip, because it wouldn't run, it wouldn't start, and I tried everything. Finally just went back to the old tune chip. It's still a tune chip, but it's a different tune for smaller stuff. Anyway, when we put that in, it started up idle just fine. So either glitched the chip or the chip is fried. Things happen, I guess. So first thing I'm going to do today, before I do anything, is make sure my battery's charged, and then I'm going to swap out the chip to the chip that I believe is supposed to be for this guy here, and see if it starts and idles again. If it does, then it was just a little glitchy doodle, which I'm fine with that. We'll charge this guy back up again. And then if that is not a problem, then I'll go ahead and start buttoning up the front end and getting our fans wired. If it is a problem, I'm gonna go back to the old chip, and we'll have to, I believe, fix the oxygen sensor issue so I can see where my values are, and then probably go back to the smaller injectors, because when it was idling the other night, it was quite a bit rich. So go back to the smaller injectors with the oxygen sensor. We'll make sure that we're getting decent air fuels, and then just have to be nice to it, and then we'll get the tune replaced or repaired and go from there. But that's future. We're just trying to get it ready for this weekend. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I'll let you know. Well, it is Saturday morning. We're fixing to get ready to go. Almost time for breakfast, and then we're gonna head out. Got it all together. Took her for a quick test drive. It ain't the prettiest thing. We really need another week. A few clips that need to be ordered for bumpers, and it really needs a washing. But yeah, you know what else it needs? It needs tabs. We didn't think about that. So I think we're gonna get either a temporary permit or some tabs. I don't know what they're gonna do. Anyway, that's where we're at. Oh, let's see. See how it looks. I'm gonna wash it. I have a few minutes. Everyone's behind me. I'm always ahead because I'm awesome.